Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to get a 15 win challenge completed, so how to get 15 and 0. So basically you have to get 15 wins before you get 3 losses. So you play like all the modes: Joan Grab, Brawl, Siege, Heist, and a Bounty, I believe. And then so you play like one map for each mode, and you have to win that 3 times, like every time, and you complete the whole challenge. You only have 3 losses, so it's pretty easy. But I'm going to be teaching you guys basically some tips and giving you every comp you need, free to play, and also if you have a maxed account. So yeah, let's jump into the first game. Okay guys, so jumping into the first game now. The first map is going to be on Joan Grab. It's going to be Mine Cart Madness here. As you can see, you want to go with Mr. P and Sandy 100%. I just put this gameplay in the background just because it's the right map, but we were playing with bands, so yeah, this is like, it includes some of the brawlers but not the exact comps. So you're going to want to use Sandy and Mr. P, like definitely 100%, and then it's kind of whatever you want to play. You can play like a Carl, or like a Jean or a Penny or a Tick, like whatever you want. I suggest using maybe a Daryl or Carl. So the comp is going to be Sandy, Mr. P, and Daryl or Carl, whichever one you prefer. And now for the free to play comp, I'm going to suggest that you guys use Penny as a mid, because Penny is like rare, so pretty easy to get, and you're going to want to use Carl as well. Again, not too hard to get. And then you're going to want to use Daryl as well, or Tick, because they're both really easy to get. And that's going to be the first comp, all the comps there, guys. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about some tips for this map. So you'll see that one side has mushrooms on, like when you spawn in, and you can see these at the top here, and that basically means that you're going to get the good side for like the minecart when it comes along. So it's going to push the enemies back first, and that's definitely going to help you out if you have those mushrooms there when you spawn. So if you see them straight away when you spawn, then you know you've got a good side, and you should be able to push your enemies back quickly. And I only learned this like pretty recently, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, as you can see here, Mr. P is so strong on this map, and you can really use all the walls to help you, and also you can kind of use the minecart to bounce your shots off, which is really good. So you definitely want to be using that star power, like the one that just allows you to bounce whatever. Just think that's the best star power. But as you can see, that's gonna be the first map, guys. Let's move into Brawl Ball. Okay guys, so jumping into Brawl Ball, it's gonna be on penalty kick. So the best comp here is definitely going to be Mr. P and Sandy. Again, they are 2 brawlers which are so strong in the current meta. And then you can have like other brawlers like Max, Daryl, Carl. Probably a Max, I would say, is the best brawler. So the best comp is going to be Max, Mr. P, and Sandy. But if you don't have those brawlers, then quite a free to play friendly comp, it's going to be Daryl, Carl, and Barley. So a pretty like strong comp there. Obviously, all those brawlers are pretty easy to get. Yeah, so now like moving into the tips for this map, it's quite a weird map. Like the corners are really like good places to hide the ball. So if you're winning, you can definitely hide the ball in the corners, and they basically can't get the ball. So it's kind of toxic, but it's definitely really good. It's really hard to score on this map, and that's something to note. You have to take a lot of time to score, and make sure you take out all the enemies, because it is just so hard to score on this map. And yeah, when you get your Mr. P turret, you're going to want to put it in the corners normally, and that way they can't really kill it. It's going to take a long time for them to destroy it. But yeah, it's really hard to score, so I definitely recommend playing it very slow on this map to get control, and then trying to take all the enemies out at the same time, like getting them low and then killing them all at the same time, so you don't have a problem of like one of them respawning and being able to defend. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this map, guys. Let's move into the bounty. Okay guys, so jumping into bounty is gonna be on layered cake. So again, you need to pick up 3 wins here to progress onto heist. So as you can see here, we're using a little different comps than what I'm going to recommend here, just because of the bans. But I recommend you use Mr. P, Tick, and also Piper, and that's just going to allow you to pretty much just win. It's just such a good comp, and yeah, that's why you see Mr. P banned here. But yeah, Tick is going to be playing lane, and then Mr. P on side and Piper mid here. Normally you want your Tick to go left and your Piper mid, and then your Mr. P on the right. I think that's probably the best setup. But if you don't have some of those brawlers, then you can definitely, you definitely have Tick, because Tick is really easy to get. But Brock is a brawler that obviously you get very early, so you definitely have Brock, and it's kind of similar to Piper. You can play that mid or lane, as you see in this clip here. Another good brawler is Penny, that's like really good on this map, just getting turret and gets you a lot of control. So you can use Brock, Penny, and Tick if you don't really have any of these brawlers I'm talking about here. So that's going to help you out here. So now moving on to the tips. I've already kind of mentioned where you should be playing these brawlers. So Piper mid, and then Tig on the left and Mr. P right. You want to play quite aggro Brock. You can definitely get you at the wall stand very easily here. With Piper, you normally want to use the ambush star power in the middle because there's loads of grass that you can really use to get a lot of damage. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the this map, guys. Let's move on to the heist. Okay guys, so moving into heist on pit stop now. As you see, I'm gonna recommend this comp that both teams are using in this gameplay here. Rico, Max, and Bull is such a strong comp here, but I wouldn't recommend using Rico unless you have a really good Rico on your team, because Rico's obviously quite a high skill cap brawler, and if you can't master Rico, then you're not going to do very well and you're going to let your team down. So I recommend using Daryl, Max, and Bull if you don't have a really good Rico, or you don't have someone that feels like they're a good Rico on your team, and that way it's going to just help you out. But if you are using Rico, then for Bull, you definitely want to make sure you break that mid as soon as possible. It's going to allow your Rico, as you see here, to get a lot of damage on the safe, and also your Max to get a lot of damage on the safe. I also recommend using Max and kind of staying with the Rico a bit, and that way you can get a lot of value of your super, and can help the Rico pinch as well. So that's going to help. And then Bull's going to be playing a little more solo. So moving into the free-to-play comp now, obviously Bull and Dara are pretty free-to-play friendly. Max you might not have on the other hand, but Rico definitely kind of is. Another brawler here is good is also Nita. So Nita, Daryl, Bull could also be a really good comp here if you don't have some of the brawlers that you might usually have. You want to use a speed on Rico, as you see here. Bull you can use whatever star power you like, but probably the shield as you see in this gameplay. And on Max I am going to be using the reload star power for this gameplay here. But that's gonna be it for this map. Let's jump right into the last game, which is Siege. Okay guys, so jumping into the last game mode, which is Siege on nuts and bolts. So the comp I'm gonna be recommending here is gonna be Barley and Rosa. So both the free to play and the normal comp are gonna have Barley and Rosa in, because they're both extremely strong. Now the non free to play comp, so the main comp, is gonna be Sandy, I believe, or Jean, depending on what you feel more comfortable with. If you feel like you can win a lot of rounds and defend quite easy, then probably going to want to use Sandy. It's going to help you win rounds a lot more. Jean is a little bit better, can pull brawlers and also help you win round, but it's slightly better on defense because you can pull the boss away. So yeah, just something to consider. But my number one choice would be Sandy there. So if you don't have these brawlers, then the next option is probably gonna be Daryl. Now Daryl is really strong on Siege. Just the high damage makes him incredibly effective on both defense and offense, and picking up bolts as well. So yeah, I'd go with Daryl if you don't have any of those legendary or mythic brawlers. But now for tips. So if you're playing Barley, as I said, make sure you stay alive on this map. This is so important. You can get so much damage off. If you're defending, make sure you start attacking the boss quickly if you're the tank. So if you're the Rosa or the Daryl, make sure you start getting your damage into the boss as soon as possible, and that's just going to allow you to melt him, and so he doesn't get much damage off on the safe. But yeah, that's going to be the last tip for the last game mode there, guys. Okay guys, so that's going to be it for the video there. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more questions, then definitely leave them down below and I'll try and answer as many as possible. But yeah, apart from that, let me know how many wins you get in the challenge. And yeah, and let me know also if you want to see a video of me getting 15-0, because I already know we're gonna get 15-0. So yeah, I can definitely put that out tomorrow if you guys want to see it. But yeah, let me know, and thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.